Good evening. Welcome to Grandma's Attic Music Review. You know, in all the time I've been doing this, I've had a lot of people that I've known on the show, that I've known for a long time. I mean, I've been around the music scene in New London since 1979. So I know people, like, from way back then. That's like 45 years, 46 years almost. So I know a lot of people, and every once in a while, those people reappear in my life, and they're still doing music, and they're doing different music, and they're doing bigger music, and wow, just wow. So I have been trying for years to get this gentleman on my show. It's not like he doesn't go out and do performances. It's not like he isn't out there making music. It's not like he isn't out there getting nominated for Grammys and stuff. He's out there doing stuff, but he has a day job. I know that because he's my boss at my day job. What? Anyway, regardless of that, he's an incredible musician. He plays in at least 3 bands that I know of, and he may be doing more that I don't know about because I don't know everything, okay? But tonight you're going to be entertained by one of the most amazing performers I've ever met. He brings joy and fulfillment and youth to his music, and then he gets on stage with a band called Superbald and does punk rock. So what? But tonight he's going to bring us some of the stuff from his brand new album, and then we're going to talk to him about it. Please welcome into your heart and into your home, Steve Elci.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction. I don't know if I can live up to those words, but I'll give it a whirl.
Of course you can.
Sure. So, yeah, my name is Steve Elci, and some of you may know me around town, and others that don't. I spend most of my time musically playing children's music, and original children's music with a message. And I'll do some of those here today, and then we'll have a nice conversation, and we'll go from there. This is a song. This is an older song called Train, and those of you who may know me have heard it before. And to this new audience, I thought I'd give it a shot in some of these songs and see where we go. Here we go. Train. Train, train, blow your whistle as we shove off from the station. Train, train, blow your whistle as we steam around the nation. Take me to Detroit, LA, St. Augustine, yeah. Well, all right, yeah. Train, train, blow your whistle as the clouds break sunshine. With our continual motion, we'll follow the ocean down the southern coastline, through Savannah train, blow your whistle all the way to the Rio Grande now. Take me to Phoenix, Salt Lake City, yeah, Seattle too. Can't forget about you, no, no. Train, roll on down the line. Train, you're a good friend of mine, good friend of mine. The train goes choo-choo, the train goes choo-choo, all right, choo-choo, Waterford, choo-choo, Grandma's attic, next stop, choo-choo, all right, choo-choo, choo-choo, the train goes choo-choo, yeah. All right. Very good. You want me to just roll on to another one?
Keep on
All right.
going.
Okay, all right. So, in the world of children's music, counting songs are always pretty important. So this is a song called Four Little Birds, and it is a counting song, but it also talks about birds, and a lot of my inspiration comes from Harkness Park. Those are here in Waterford. I go to Harkness Park a lot, and I love just kind of sitting and watching, and birds are always at Harkness Park. And so they sort of are a good symbol for me of peace, but also of learning. And so that's what this song is about. One little bird sitting in a tree, one little bird singing to me, one little bird singing in a tree. Oh, what a sight to see. Two little birds singing in a tree, can't you hear their melody? Two little birds singing in a tree. Oh, what a sight to see. And I say, tweet, 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 oh, their music's so sweet. Tweet, 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 oh, their music's so sweet. Three little birds sitting in a tree, can't you hear their harmony? Three little birds singing in a tree. Oh, what a sight to see. Four little birds sitting in a tree. Oh, they sound like a symphony. Four little birds singing in a tree. Oh, what a sight to see. And I say, tweet, 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 oh, their music's so sweet. Tweet, 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 oh, their music's so sweet. So sweet. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Tweet, 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 tweet. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Tweet, 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 tweet. All together now. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Oh, their music's so sweet. Tweet, 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 oh, their music's so birds, All right. Thank you much. Thank you much.
Woohoo!
All right. Where's my list here? Oh, yeah. It's an older song. Often I write about diversity, unity, piece. So this is a song off my second album called Crayons in a Box.
I knew it. I love this album.
And you know, it's a little heavy for kids, but we try to deliver it in a way that they can understand. And acoustically, maybe it comes through a little bit better. Maybe not. We'll find out. So anyway, Crayons in a Box.
I love this.
To diversify is to unify the people of the world. Prejudice is only skin deep, but it affects every boy and girl. Ethnic origins, religion too, nationalities all define me and you. It doesn't matter the color of your skin, we are crayons in a box. Everybody sing na 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 na. Castles built in the sand are built by many loving, diverse hands now. Cannonballs are all colorblind, so let's knock down the walls and leave bias behind and spread love. Love and more love to the children below, the stars above. It doesn't matter the color of your skin, we are crayons in a box. Everybody sing na 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 Spread love, yeah, more love to the children below, the stars above. It doesn't matter the color of your skin, we are crayons in a box. Well, everybody sing na 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 na. Na 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 na, yeah. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Woohoo! I have to say that's probably one of my all-time favorite songs of yours, besides Supergirl. But that album is my all-time favorite Steve Elci album.
Awesome.
So yeah.
I'm
So
glad you like it. So let's see here. We can do one more counting song, little dancey, little different chord arrangements here. Another kind of old one but counting song, and this is called Dance With You. And if there are any kids out there watching, we can dance now. Here we go. And then I'll do this one, then we can come over and
do you want me to go live with this one? Or
not
next
the
one?
last one at the
Oh,
end.
the very
Yeah.
last
Unless
one
you
at
want
the
me to do that now.
I
Which
don't
is better
care.
for you?
I'm all queued up for you to go live. So whenever you want, this is your show.
Oh, it's my show. Okay. All right. Excellent. I like that. So let's actually, we can go live on this one. All right. So let me tell you a little story about, since we'll change it around here. So this is a brand new song, like brand new, and it sort of was written out of today's environment, today's political environment, some of the challenges that kids face within this political environment. And I got to thinking, perhaps, that if we're just a little more understanding and believe in ourselves, that everyone can change the world. Everyone can. Even the smallest of us can make a difference. So I wanted to write a song that's going to change the world. And that's what this song is.
Awesome.
And I hope you guys like it. All right. Let's see if I can play it for starters, but here we go. I'm gonna write a song, oh so bright, shines with hope from morning till night. Words that soar, melodies that twirl. I'm gonna write a song that's gonna change the world, change the world. In harmony, we dance and sing. Oh, the sound it will bring. Chorus of children shine like a pearl. I'm gonna write a song that's gonna change the world. Change. Oh, I'm gonna write a song that's gonna change the world. Gonna change the world. I'm gonna write a song that's gonna change the world. Gonna change the world. I'm gonna write a song that's gonna change the world. Gonna change the world. I'm gonna write a song that's gonna change the world. Oh, I'll sing a song to the rising tide. Where love and kindness collide. We'll come together, every boy and every girl. 'Cause I'm gonna write a song that's gonna change the world. Change the world. Change the world. All right now. Change the world. Let's daydream about a world all right. Change the world. Peace and love. Oh, what a sight. That's right. Hey, kids, gather round. Listen to what I say. In every word, there's a message to share. A peace and kindness every day. Friendship, love, and unity. We can dance to the beat of positivity. With laughter and joy, our hearts unfurl. Well, I'm gonna write a song that's gonna change. I'm gonna write a song that's gonna change the world. I'm gonna write a song that's gonna change the world. Gonna change the world. I'm gonna write a song that's gonna change the world. Change the world. I'm gonna write a song that's gonna change the world. Gonna change the world.
Woo-hoo-hoo! So perfect for World Kindness Day, Steve. So while Steve's getting his guitar down and coming over and micing up, let me remind you that there is so much going on in downtown New London, so much going on everywhere, everywhere. Oh, let me shut that off finish. So get out there. There are mom and pop shops that we need to support, because if you spend your money in your community, the money stays there. If you go in those big box shops, we never see that money again. When you spend your money in the town that you live in with the people that you live with, that money stays in our town and supports our economy. So remember to do that. There's galleries and music venues and restaurants and tattoo places and jewelry shops. Get out there and support them. And go on to New London Main Street and find out what's going on with all kinds of activities coming up all kinds of fun things, including the Pirate Festival. Yeah, good stuff. Let's talk to Steve now, okay? I'm excited about this. Hey, Steve.
Hey, what's going on?
Welcome to the attic.
I am excited to be in the attic.
You have no idea. You have no idea. I have been trying to get you to come on my show for decades.
I know.
I think
And it's
that,
not because I didn't want to.
I know,
as you
I know.
suggested in the beginning.
I know. Well, I don't think it was that you didn't want to. I just think that you had so much going on that trying to get here has been impossible. But I think that it's important that you're here now because this new album that you've put out speaks volumes about, number one, where you are musically.
Yeah.
And number two, where you are in your feelings towards what's going on in the community, but in the world around you. And I think that always, since I've first known your music, you've always used your music to speak to children, yes, but through speaking to the children, you've spoken to the hearts of adults too. And I'm not sure you realize how deeply that goes when you sing the simplicity of your songs and the adults catch it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's well put. I mean, when I first got into children's music, that was my plan, but it's sort of a hard category to sort of just do it, especially in the beginning, right? Mm-hmm. So in every album this is my sixth album in this, and so in every album, all these messages are there, but over the last two albums, I just sort of said, I'm done playing the games of it, right? And I'm just going to do children's music my way, and it's going to have a message, and it might be a little heavy at times, and it might be danceable at times, and it might not. And I just said I'm going to go that route, and I think it makes a stronger statement. I think the songs that I put on this new album, and just going forward, I want them to make change, like that last song I just did. I just want it to make change. So I'm the game of like what you're supposed to sound like. What is children's music supposed to sound like? I'm just done playing it. It's going to sound like the way I want it to sound, and that's just what it is.
Do you think that your time spent being in the nomination holding pattern of the Grammys, and then again in the nomination holding pattern of the Connecticut State Troubadour, do you think that those two holding patterns made you decide that I'm going to do this my way, this is my music, and I'm going to put it out the way I want? Do you think that those two things had something to do with the way that you're doing music now?
Yeah, I think they do, and partly running, trying to do a troubadour thing and all this, I looked at the history of troubadours. They never pick a children's artist. It's never been picked, right? So part of it is sometimes when I label that as myself, it makes it harder. Like somebody instantly thinks, a children's artist, they must be singing, Old MacDonald Had a Farm. And
nothing could be further from the truth.
Exactly, but people don't know that, right? So children's music has changed so much. It's really more let's just stop with the children. It's more family music.
Right.
That's what it is for me, and so yeah. I've decided I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna say family music because it is gonna cater to everyone in a family, and I think it has a wider reach when you say that than you just say children's music. I just think it closes people out, not even wanting to listen to what I do, just saying that. So yeah, I went rogue in this, and I'm like, I'm gonna do it my way. I'm gonna write songs that are gonna change the world and inspire young children to do just that.
So people have said, in listening to what people have said about your music, this new album, people are saying is professionally the best music you've ever put out.
And so that's wonderful, first off. But there's a couple of things behind that as to what might be that reason. A couple of years ago, I decided I would buy a recording setup for my house. And those of you who know me know that I'm a little bit ADD, right? Just, a little bit. and a little bit
Just
crazy.
a little bit.
And a little bit crazy with that. So when I put this in my house, it's like the floodgates opened, right? Because now I don't just go to a studio and within a time frame that they give me have to just record and then put it all down and then that's it. Now, at 2 in the morning, at 1 in the afternoon, whenever I have the inspiration, I record it, and I will record it as many times as it takes until I get it the way I want it.
Right.
Which has not been the case going forward. And today's technology is incredible, right? You can make an album from your basement, clearly, and I've proven that by doing it myself. So I have, in this latest album, I am the engineer, I am the producer, with the exception of having children's singers sing with me. I played everything on the album, and did it all, mastered it, and did it all. It is literally a testament to. I had a concept for the whole thing, and I wanted to take it from soup to nuts, and not just record it that way. I wanted to own the production of it as well. And going forward, that's how it's going to be.
So your brother is a local semi-celebrity and has a little radio show, but it's a talk radio show. I believe it speaks volumes about how proud he is of you and this album because he's playing it on his talk show.
I know. My
What's
brother's the
up with that?
best.
What's up with that?
You know, he's the best. He really supports me in all I do, and it's amazing. And you know, he grew up as a DJ.
Right.
That was before he got the gig that he's at now. He was a DJ. So playing music is something he loves.
Right.
So this gives him a little bit of an opportunity to kind of just put a little music into the show in a fun way.
Right.
Not political, nothing, just there it is. And then, you know, so it gives him a little out to kind of have a little fun where he may not be able to all the time.
It's awesome.
You know.
So in the music world,
Yeah.
and I'm just going to put it out there, outside of the music world, your best friend is also someone you play music with. Back in the 80s, you and Ben Parent did a band called Superbald.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about where your head was at back in the 80s doing that band, because it was pretty punky.
Pretty punky. It was the 90s. I'm not that old.
Okay, all right. Well, I am. Respect your old women.
Yeah, it was actually late 90s. But Superbald was back through the early 90s. We were in competing bands, right? Competing bands, but good friends. But
Right. You guys have been best friends for like forever.
And sort of like Ben is that person that you know, when I'm with him, he inspires me, I inspire him. Right. So
I see that in both of you.
Right. So Superbald was a great way for us to sort of like, because he does the River Gods, which is an incredible local band, and I have my own solo stuff. So this gives us a outlet to sort of not be so professional and not be so refined and to just have fun, loud and crazy.
And it's exactly what you do. And it's one of the things I absolutely love about Superbald is the loud. I'm a punk rocker from the 80s. Excuse me. Thank you very much.
That's all good.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I was loving the Ramones before the Ramones were the Ramones
There
yet.
you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I love Superbald. I love
Yeah.
what they put out. I love the way that they perform. The first time I actually saw you perform was in the Telegraph when you guys really had just come back together. I wrote an article about you for Soundwaves magazine. It went all over the place, and then I watched you perform, and it was crazy. I was like, I freaking love these guys.
It was pretty good. We were. You're right. We had just reformed, and we were a little bit rusty, but
it didn't matter.
But the energy was actually carried us beyond because we were so excited to just play again as a three-piece. You know, as a three-piece, what's great about that is, and you could talk to Ben and Trevor, like we consider ourselves, you know, sort of mediocre musicians.
But you're not. Not one of you is a mediocre musician. Not one of you.
So thank
No.
you. Superbald kind of gives us a little bit of a nudge to really hone in our skills, because it's only 3 pieces, right? So we can't really mess up, and we have to design the music with with some space, so it makes sense, and yet some intricacy to make it work, right? It's a lot of fun, and
Okay,
I'm glad
so
you had a good time.
When is Superball putting out that album that I'm waiting for so bad?
Yep. So we were about to go into the studio a few months back, but one of our bandmates had their significant other had some health issues.
Right.
So we had to put it on hold. So we've been performing now and again while they're
Here and there and there and here.
still, and so it is on our mind to really get into the studio as quick as we can because of the situation that they are in. We just want to get it done, but there's nothing right now still. But there is a Super Bowl show on the books for September 14th at Cat and Scott's with the River Guys.
I know.
Yeah.
It's on my calendar.
And it's an acoustic show.
It's on my calendar.
Which is going to be interesting.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
And it's like the weekend of mine and Lisa's birthday.
Oh, good.
Like her birthday's
Yeah.
the 16th and mine is the 9th. Mm-hmm. So it's right smack dab in the middle. So we're going to be there and we're going to eat whatever we want and we're going to dance.
Oh, yeah.
Dance. All right. Okay, so let's talk about where music really started with you.
Sure.
When did you, in your mind, can you remember when it was that you said to yourself, I am going to make music. Music is going to be one of my major things. It's important to me, and I'm going to make music.
Sure, I know exactly when and where it was. So I went to Southwest School, which is no longer there, in Waterford, in grade school. And in 4th grade, I went. So my dad is a big band leader and a big band orchestrator, arranger,
Right.
and all that. So I got a lot of his musical talent for sure. But in 4th grade, I turned to him and I said, I want to play the drums. I just want to play the drums. And so, MTV was out, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to be that person on MTV. And and so drums are where it started in 4th grade, but it didn't, even though I still play drums today, quite a bit, it didn't last that long with me because I quickly, watching MTV and all these artists, I quickly wanted to be able to write songs, quickly did. And, on drums, it's not so easy to write a song.
Right.
So I picked up guitar, and, my first thing that I got into was like Neil Young and Crosby, Stills and Nash, and
Four-Way Street.
oh my God! But that put and it got me into thinking music through the '80s that music can affect change. Crosby, Stills and Nash were big with that. Peter Gabriel big with that. Sting big with that. All my favorite U2 big with that. So that's where my background was. I wanted to write songs that created change. Even back then, I couldn't do it back then. I was still learning.
Right.
It's taken me 30 years to try to figure it out, but I got it, I think. And oddly enough, the first thing I did to try to raise money for a cause was in 1989, which was my senior year. A committee of us and good friends still, we came up with a concert at the high school called Harmony for the Homeless. Kind of weird how things turn around.
Yeah, right?
And it's odd because of that, and I say turn around because that's where I work now, right? So
where we work
right.
now.
And I've been there for years, and so.
And he called me up and recruited me. He said, I want you to come work for me. Not that I hadn't already, by the way. Anyway, now I work with him in the same capacity, different capacity, but he's my boss. He's my go-to. And he's incredible because he has a passion for the homeless. And that's so important in this work.
Yeah, and that was sort of my first splash into like music can do something for somebody, right? And ever since then, there's been all kinds of benefit projects that I've been part of. And two projects recently, last 2 years, I did 2 albums, compilation albums called Arise Together. was A Rise Together 1, A Rise Together 2, where I worked with multiple children's artists from all over the country and the world. And we put out this album to support Ukraine and to support children with disabilities. And we did it twice. And that album is still kind of circulating, and the producers and myself, just the other day, they got word to me that this spring we are playing Carnegie Hall with some of the musicians supporting the music of this album and the cause. That's a first for me, Carnegie Hall.
Nice.
So
nice.
Congratulations. I'm looking forward to that. That's a bucket list.
That's a big deal.
It's a bucket list.
That's a big deal.
Yep. Yeah.
I have a couple of friends that have played Carnegie Hall, and it is a big deal.
Yeah.
And remind me to tell you about my great-great-grandfather in Carnegie Hall, because he played Carnegie Hall, and it was a complete failure.
Oh.
So I'll tell you that story another time.
Let's hope that doesn't happen.
No, it won't be for you. Anyway, so we're here to talk about you, not that.
Yeah.
So one of my favorite songs of yours, and I'm wondering how it became what it is, because you're a guy. It's Supergirl.
Oh, yes.
So Supergirl is not about a guy.
No.
Tell us about that. It's one of my favorite songs, and I would like you to tell the world how you felt you could write a song that had that girl perspective.
Sure. So it's off the Crayons in a Box album.
Yes, it is.
And it's a song that I don't play, and not because I don't want to, is I have to figure out how to do it live. It's a kind of a tricky orchestration of it, right? So not so easy, and it's kind of hard. But this was back, let's say, 2012. And I wanted to write. I felt that I wanted to inspire young girls to be the best that they can be, and that they can do anything that guys can. They can hit like a guy. They can run like a guy. They can do anything, and the list goes on. If you listen to the song, all kinds of different things. But they're Supergirls, and they can do anything, just like all of us can do anything. And so. And it sort of happened, I hate using the word organically, natural.
That's the same word that came to my mind, though.
I just hate to use that, but it just sort of like, as I got the inspiration for it, music came quickly, and it was just a rambling of different sayings that, oh, you hit like a girl, oh, you throw like a girl. So in the song, it's, I hit like a girl, and I'm proud of it, right? And so that's the turnaround with it, and and I perform a lot with Casey and Michelle,
right?
And Michelle would often take on the role as Supergirl as we sing it, right? And all the children, all the girls in the audience would wear her shirt. For a time, we had shirts that was like a tiara, and singing Supergirl, they'd put a cape on, and it was really an amazing sight to see all these young girls sort of like inspired by this song and singing Supergirl with Michelle at these shows. It was really kind of quite, and I'm not satisfied that I'm not playing it anymore as much as and so that's on my list to sort of retool that song, especially now.
Well, I was just going to say, especially now, I've been watching, when I have time, I've been watching the Olympics, and I'm watching what the women are doing. And the women over in Paris are kicking butt. And I don't just mean the Americans, I mean across the board. Women are kicking butt, and they're taking roles that, in theory, have been guys. The young lady from Britain that just took, I think she took the brass, but in skateboarding.
Yeah.
Next year, she's going to be on the skateboard team and on the surf team.
Sure.
She's not playing, and she's only 16. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she's gonna, across the board. And now we also have, for the first time, I mean, there was Hillary.
Yep.
And that was that. But now we really have a serious contender for a woman for president. That's gonna change the face of what presidential nominees are.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
I do.
And Supergirl fits right into that I president like a girl.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm proud of it.
That's right. That's
and
right.
I think that she's already got that attitude. I just saying, if you don't register to vote, that's your fault. I will help you. Call me up and I'll help you register to vote. We all
Rock
need
the
to
vote.
I don't care who you vote for. You need to vote. That's all I'm going to say about that. That was my political rant for the day. I don't rant very often about politics, but I think we all need to vote.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Everybody
know.
needs, especially this election. Here's a funny thing about, just a little bit digress, is they always say, this election is the most important election. They say that every time, right? And it's sort of lost its luster a little bit.
Right.
And the problem with that is this time it really is.
It really is.
It really, really, really is. So vote.
Vote. And if you're not registered to vote, there's a bunch of us out there that will help you register to vote. It's a very simple 3 to 5 minute process. I'll help you with it. And so, Steve, we're going to run out of time because I always do. Tell us where you're playing. You're going to air on the 17th. You'll be up on YouTube the 18th.
Of August?
Yeah.
So is the 18th, what day is that?
So you'll air on, I think it's Saturday the 17th.
Okay, so Friday, the 16th of August?
That's too late.
Okay, that's too late for what?
Yes, too late to tell people to go see you because we'll air the next night.
The next night.
So what are you doing after that?
So I think, I think it's, here's the question, is I'm not sure if it's Saturday or not, but after that, if it is that Saturday, it's Ocean Beach Park.
Okay.
So that might be there. And after that, it's the Maritime Festival in New London.
Right.
And then there's a bunch of private stuff for some school systems. So that's
right.
where that happens.
And November 2nd, you'll be at the Hygienic with a whole bunch of other musicians for the World Kindness Day fundraiser.
I will.
No, you told me you would be. And then, again, World Kindness Day is November 13th. And in this time of the world, we all need a little more kindness.
Yeah, we're going to change the world.
We are going to change the world. My friend Terry has a song, One Person Can Change the World.
Yeah.
And the two of you together, your song, I'm going to write a song that's going to change the world. She says one person can change the world. I say the two of you together are changing the world with music.
Yep.
Not just you guys, but so many musicians that are writing from their hearts. Steve, you know how much I love you. You know how much I appreciate your music. You know how much I appreciate what you do in every facet of your life. Thank you for making it to this show. I know how hard it was for you to figure it out. Will you take us out with a song?
I can take you out with a song. I'll thank you. How about that?
Absolutely. You're amazing. Thank you so much, Steve. Steve Elci. He's awesome. Yay! So remember, the tar is hot. Don't walk your pets on 100-degree days. Their feet burn. Don't let your kids out barefoot playing on the street. Their feet burn. Make sure your elderly neighbors next door have fresh water and moving air. Doesn't necessarily have to be air conditioning, but make sure that your elderly neighbors have what they need as far as drinking water and moving air. Make sure that your single parents with kids have people surrounding them to give them the support that they need. If you see someone on the street that doesn't have a smile, you know what to do. Give them yours. I love you all. I'll see you next week. Thanks for being with me. Bye-bye.
All right, so Dot, for keeping this music series going so much, I'd like to thank you on behalf of all musicians. And that's what we'll sing a song. That's what we'll sing a song right now. Thank you. I'd like to thank you very much. I'd like to thank you very much. I'd like to thank you very much. We all enjoy your show. We'd like to thank you very much. We'd like to thank you very much. We'd like to thank you very much. We all enjoy your show. Your show. Thank you,
Nice
guys.
job.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thank you.
Awesome.
I hope it worked out for you.